Hey everyone, it's Nicole here to do the Friday reading for the week ahead. So, we just had our new moon. We're still in this friggin' retrograde. There's like 6 planets in retrograde right now. Mercury and I don't know if you've been having a lot of chaos, but it would be normal, I suppose, for what we're doing energetically. Yeah, I'm just gonna get into it because I don't really think anyone cares what I have to say. All right, so let's do the collective reading for the week ahead. I don't even know what's today, the 21st, so the 24th. I don't know. The second, yeah, for the week of the 24th of November. Let's see what we have for the collective. I do have appointments available next week for readings, so if you are interested, if any of this is resonating and you want to tap in personally deeper, you can go ahead to headspacenj.com and book in, and we'll tap in your energy. A lot of people are liking the monthly subscriptions because they get to do like a little one-on-one check-in, see where they're at, see what's going on, see what's ahead for them. So that's another offer that I have is the monthly subscriptions. You can do that on the website as well. And we have a Protect Your Energy workshop coming up on December 9th, and everything is virtual. So if you're interested in that, you can sign up as well on the website. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can send me a message and I'll get back to you. So let's see what we have for the collective for the week of November 24th. Can't believe this month is pretty much over. Along with this whole year, right? We're almost done. All right, let's see. There's some hesitation behind the cards this week. I don't know. Cards aren't jumping out like they normally do. So maybe some of you are feeling a little pulled back, a little reserved in your energy, maybe a little depleted, not wanting to give as much. I don't know. That's kind of what's coming through energetically. The collective for the week of November. Okay, there we go. 24. Okay. Okay, as they say in Italy. Let's see. Devastated. My freaking little crystal clear quartz wand broke yesterday, and I am not ready to bury it. So we're going to do it with a broken one. But I did it yesterday for some readings, and it was fine. All right, let's see what we have for the collective. Okay. Well, all right, so immediately they want me to go into for this collective, basically you're being like heavily guided into stepping into your true authentic self, stepping in and expressing who you really are, expressing your individuality, allowing your true self to shine through. They're really like asking you to embrace who you are, show who you are, like lead with who you are. Don't mask yourself, don't hide yourself for, other people's expectations, or maybe some expectations that you placed on yourself a long time ago. It feels like it's no longer going to serve you in a positive way to continue to like hold back or pull your energy back. It just feels like you're really being guided to like express who you are, lead with your true authentic self. I feel like a lot of you are kind of still going through this emotional healing. I feel like you're kind of like tying up loose ends at this point with like some emotional things that you've been going through. I feel like you're really been putting a lot of work into healing your heart, healing some emotional traumas, maybe childhood traumas as well. I think a lot of you are trying to really leave anything that's unhealthy for you, especially relationships, situations, whatever. Anything that's no longer serving you, that's no longer like allowing you to be your true authentic self, like you're really stepping away from, or kind of like closing your energy off to, so that you can move forward freely. I think that the more that you continue to walk away from things that are no longer serving you for your highest good, the more you're going to start to see like new doors open. And like in a positive way. I think a lot of you, as you let like toxic relationships go, toxic jobs, maybe whatever toxic situations that are around you, the more that you let them go, the more that you walk away from them, the more that you're seeing new positive things coming in. And it just feels kind of exciting. And it also feels like you're feeling like the work that you've been putting in is actually starting to pay off. I definitely see that there's like a new beginning happening for a lot of you. I feel like you're already kind of like in this new beginning too. I think there's a lot of, I think that's more energetically. A lot of you might not have seen the new things happening yet. I feel like that's coming. But energetically you are in this like new phase of life. I see a lot of like light energy around you, bright light, like yellow, like shining around you in this reading as well. I think a lot of you, as you're going through the emotional healing and you're stepping into your true authentic self more, and you're walking away from things that are no longer serving you, I think you're really starting to like stand up for yourself. You're speaking up for yourself. You're really, like trying to focus on like agreeing to doing things that make you feel good, that kind of vibe with you, and you're saying no to things that you really don't want to do. It feels like you're really like having more of an assertive energy around you right now. I think a lot of you are also with that kind of feeling like you are starting to realize that you deserve to have the good things in life. You deserve to have the things that you want in life. It's like you really, as you're going through this emotional healing and everything, and like cutting out people that are no longer serving you for your highest good, you're realizing like you do deserve to have people around you that, love you and lift you up. You do deserve to have the financial abundance that you want. You do deserve to have a job that gives you fulfillment and, a purpose, or something that you have passion for. I think that you're really starting to recognize that like you do have amazing qualities about you, that you're lovable, that you are a divine being, and that you do have a divine purpose in this life. And you're just starting to kind of accept that. Now, I think a lot of you, maybe not so like openly are you accepting it, but I think you're starting to get like these little thoughts where you're like, you know what, I deserve to have like happiness. Why? Like, why wouldn't I be able to deserve to have happiness? I'm not like a bad person. I don't do anything. I don't have bad intentions. It feels like for the most part, everyone's just trying to mind their P's and Q's and keep it moving and get through this, lesson and experience that we call life. I think a lot of you are definitely trying to attract things in now. I think a lot of you are sick of chasing. I think a lot of you also don't have the time or the energy to chase anymore. And I think you also realize that you don't need to chase, that you are perfectly capable of manifesting and attracting things into you energetically. And I think the more that you step away from trying to force situations or trying to chase situations, the more you're seeing that like things are actually just naturally coming to you. I think that a lot of the times, fear kind of like makes you think that you need to chase things, and that's how you're going to secure, a relationship, that's how you're going to secure a job or a house or whatever it is you're looking for. But I think for a lot of you, you've kind of like pulled your energy inward for a long time during this emotional healing. And now during that time, you've kind of seen things like coming to you without you having to like try as hard or chase after it as much. And I think now that's kind of changed your mindset to believe that like you can actually attract things in. And really the best way to attract in is to continue to send out love, unconditional love, and also gratitude. I think a lot of you are maybe needing to work on the gratitude part a little bit more. Not that you don't have gratitude, but I think just like being more verbal with it or being more intentional with your gratitude, whether you do it like a list every day or, you know, on your drive to work, maybe you even just, you know, say in your head or out loud or whatever what you're grateful for. But I think like the gratitude thing is actually very important for you to keep manifesting and attracting in what you want. I think the more that you show gratitude for what you have already, and what you're working towards, the more that it's raising your vibration and the more that you're in alignment with what you're wanting to attract in. So I think gratitude is very big right now for you as well. And I think that also the more that you like focus on what you have gratitude for, the more that you like kind of see how much like the universe has been providing for you and how much you already have like in the present moment to be grateful for. I think also like meditation or prayer is coming in for you guys as well. Some of you I feel like have started to get into a routine of it, and I think you're starting to see like the positive outcome from you know, praying or meditating consistently. And I think that also goes back to like the attracting and not chasing. I think the more that you pray or meditate or whatever it is, you know, in that realm that you do, the more that you see like showing gratitude and meditating and praying or whatever, it just really helps you to raise your vibration, and it helps you to bring in what you're wanting to bring in energetically, and you're attracting it. You're not like going after it and chasing it, and you know, it's not like this like a job to get what you want in life. I think a lot of you are also focusing on bringing in abundance in certain ways, and I do see for some of you, not all of you, take what resonates, right? Leave what's not for you, because this is a collective reading, but I do see for some of you in this collective that there is going to be like a windfall of abundance. There's going to be some type of like increase in abundance, whether it's like you get a raise or a promotion, or you get like a big rebate, or for some of you, you could even win the lottery. Like, but it feels like you're going to get like a big chunk of money or a big something that's going to really like help, one, to show you that what you've been doing is working and that you can attract and that you can manifest, and you know, like the gratitude and all that and the meditation is working. And I think I think like you're just gonna kind of like come into like some kind of abundance, and it definitely feels like monetarily in this specific instance. I think also just like being open to receiving is going to help with that as well. You know, and being open to receiving in any way or form that it comes in. I know I've said this before in some readings, but like sometimes abundance comes in different ways, and it could be, you know, someone bought you lunch, someone bought you a cup of coffee, you know, you found a $50 bill on the street. Like, you know, those are all ways of receiving and bringing abundance in. So just being open to different ways of that coming in as well. I think that you are also a lot of you are kind of like open to like new ideas, new ways of doing things. I think a lot of you will be taking chances, but they feel like they're divinely guided chances. It's not like you're just like, you know, willy-nilly, you know, just like jumping out and doing these crazy things. Like, you're not just gonna up and sell your, you know, your house with no, you know, signs or synchronicities or whatever. You know, insight, intuition, whatever. I think you're taking like divinely guided chances, and I think it's going to help to bring you to the next level and help bring you to where you're wanting to be and what you're trying to manifest into your life. I think there's definitely some success coming in with this. It does feel like there could be some degree of risk involved, but I think in the long run, like the universe is going to have your back, and it's going to like help if you take that divinely guided chance. At risk, you know, you're going to be supported by the universe. I think it's also like you kind of are at this point where you feel like you don't really have like the fear that you used to have before making these moves or taking these like, you know, divinely guided risks or chances. I also feel like a lot of you are trying to step into a more like childlike energy as well, and if you're not, you're definitely being guided to. where, you know, like you need to lighten up your energy a little bit. Not everything has to be serious all the time. You know, like just being silly and doing fun things and, you know, stopping to smell the roses and, I don't know, catch a butterfly, whatever. Like do these childlike things where you're like, you know, belly laughing and your cheeks hurt and, you know, just like riding a bike and just, I don't know, it just feels like doing those simple things that make you feel good and that just bring that like childlike energy into your life again, lightening up your energy. I think a lot of you are also trying to, this is very like energy heavy reading too, and I think a lot of you again are trying to like let go or declutter or like lighten up your energy load, lighten up your actual energy. And I think a lot of you are trying to like remove anything that's no longer, whether it's like even like clearing out clutter in your home, your car, your mind, like mental clutter. It just feels like you're really trying to simplify and clean out anything that's like no longer has a purpose for you in a positive way. I think a lot of you also are really stepping into this energy where you're starting to become very comfortable with yourself. You're really starting to kind of like fall in love with yourself in a way. I feel like there's just like this release, like you've just had this release or you're about to have this release where it just feels like I could breathe. I feel like me again. I feel like, you know, I feel like I can enjoy life. I feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I might not know every single, you know, step to the end of my path, but I feel like there is something to look forward to. It feels like you're just energetically, you've like let some parts of you leave that are just have been holding you down, old expectations from you and from others. And it just feels like there's just this light energy about you. I think a lot of you are also needing to focus on staying grounded. I think as you like step into this light energy and as you're releasing all of this clutter and you know, anything that's unhealthy and all the stuff that you're releasing, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, whatever, physically, you know, they just want to remind you to like make sure that you keep your feet planted on the ground, make sure that you keep grounded. And I do see you like really, I think going back to like the meditation and the prayer really helps with that as well. Also the childlike energy, like doing those fun little childlike things helps you to like stay, you know, on this planet. It helps to keep you grounded, but definitely doing things that help to keep you grounded is going to be, beneficial during this like energetic, I don't know, it just feels like woo. I think a lot of you are also like starting to call in people that are more energetically aligned with you, people that are more like-minded, that, you know, are into the same things. Not that you have to have like people that only like the same things as you, but it's just like there's certain areas of your life where you're craving some type of a community or something where it's like you want to enjoy things with people that enjoy the same things as you. Not in every area of your life, but certain things. I do see a partnership coming in as well for some of you. If you haven't met them, I feel like you will be meeting them. But for some of you, I do feel like this is someone that you already, you've already been in their energy. Whether maybe you don't know them that well. Maybe you guys, you know, work in the same office, but like on different floors or something. It's the guy at Starbucks that gives you your coffee every day, but you haven't really like gotten to know each other that well, is what it feels like. It's not someone from the past. It's not like someone that you've known for a long time. This feels like someone that you know of, but you don't know them well, you know, and it feels like, again, another like very even, happy, light energy. It feels like it's someone that does want to like care for you, someone that wants to show you like what it's like to have someone give to you. I feel like a lot of you, going back to the chasing business where you used to like chase these relationships, you used to chase the person, you used to be the one that would do all the chasing, and now I think in this relationship it's going to be reverse, where you're going to sit back and attract and they're going to kind of come in and chase you. But I feel like it's still an even exchange of energies. not just like they're going to be chasing you all the time. I feel like you're going to be giving, but just in a different way, energetically. You're not going to be the one like, you know, going after them. Yeah, and I just feel like it's a very soft, gentle energy between you two. It feels happy, it feels simple, it feels light. It doesn't feel like anything overpowering, demanding. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of like heaviness around it. I do see that some of you might have had an instance previously in a relationship and you're a little bit on guard with this, and I think some of you are kind of like holding your feelings or holding yourself back a little bit, and it feels like the universe is kind of trying to tell you like it's okay. You know, you can trust yourself. Like, obviously don't just like jump into anything, you know, like crazy, but definitely like what happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again in this situation or in the future. It feels like, you know, you have learned, you've been doing the work, you've been going through the emotional healing, you've been doing all the things. So it just feels like that past relationship definitely still has some residual trauma coming through. And your guides are just reminding you to like not let that affect this relationship that is coming in for you. So yeah, I think that's all I have. I feel like that was fast. Yeah, let me just double check. Yeah, so it feels like a good reading. Feels like there's just a lot energetically happening. I think you guys are on the right path, whoever this is for. I think you're still like clearing out. It's just a lot of energetically like, you know, cleansing and clearing and healing and calling in, but it feels good. It feels like there's a release coming, and yeah, I don't know, it feels good. So if you missed any part of this, I will definitely be reposting it. Again, if anything resonated with you and you want to tap in a one-on-one on a deeper level, we can definitely set up a time for you guys to get a reading. I do 30-minute virtual readings, and then I have a monthly subscription program. So you get once a month reading where we just dive in your energy and see what's going on, see what's coming in, and I don't know, it's just a nice little way to check in and stay on track. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys, and I will be back next week to do some more stuff. I don't know, some readings, maybe some sound healing. I don't know. No one will tell me what they want, so I'll just keep figuring out myself, I guess. But other than that, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.